But like I say, I can't give him enough credit or respect, and I'm happy to say it. I thought the performance was great. I thought Wilder was poor. I thought Wilder's too small, and Fury just controlled him. Done what he done, against Klitschko. And, at times he stood with him. It was a much better fight than the Klitschko fight because at times he did engage, and obviously the 12th was ultra dramatic. So I give him plenty of credit. And I rate Wilder because Wilder nearly had him out in the 12th and he was behind. Without that knockdown, if Fury doesn't get knocked down in that fight, whatever the scorecards were, he wins and he becomes WBC World Champion. Because even if it was a 10-9 round, the draw becomes Fury. So it was just the knockdown in the last that cost Fury, and I think, as you can see by the response, the one thing I'm pleased about, although he's not our fighter, is that he's getting credit. You know what I mean? But I don't feel like he got any credit after the Klitschko fight. But a lot of it was because of his own behaviour, right? And when people talk about, oh, he was robbed, he was this, no, he threw those belts away by his behaviour. Some of it was, unlucky because it was brought on by an illness, and some of it was his own behaviour and the things he's saying. He seems like he's got himself in a great place. He's matured, he's doing all the right things, he's saying all the right things, and he's become a little bit of a folk hero. And good on him, because he deserves it, because whatever you think of the man, he's gone out there and he's shown people, and he's shown me. So, credit to him.
What about the work he's doing for mental health awareness and stuff like that?
It's great. I mean, I'm not sure if he's going to give 8 million quid to the homeless. I saw that in the paper somewhere. But I think that he can be an inspiration, he can be a role model to the people that are struggling, because he's got a great story and he's had his problems and he's overcome them, and you can't knock that. You can't knock that. I still believe that Anthony Joshua beats him every day of the week. Every day of the week. I believe he knocks him out 100%, but I may be wrong. But can we find out, please? Because I want to see it, and I think the whole of the public want to see it as well. And I also believe. But I see Fury as a tougher fight now than Wilder, and I didn't before that fight. But I'll tell you, when Joshua gets his hands on Wilder, it ain't going to be pretty.
What about on Fury? How does that go?
It's an awkward fight. That's what Fury is so good at. He's technically excellent. He's extremely awkward. He's very, very clever. I don't think he has the power or strength to hold off Joshua. Joshua's not 15 stone 2, a blown up cruiserweight. That's what Wilder is. Joshua is a big, big man who I believe punches as hard as Wilder. If not, it's close. But he puts his shots together a lot better. He's a better body puncher. He has so much more strength. He's better on the inside. He's better at range. He's better technically. Don't mix up Joshua and Klitschko in terms of a robotic style, because I'm not saying Joshua's as flary as Fury, but trust me, he's an athlete. And listen, it's a great fight. I might be wrong, but that's what I believe. But I believe they're two very different fights. The Fury fight against Joshua is, it's going to be technical, it's going to be interesting, it's times where they'll stand and trade. Wilder is a bloodbath. Either fighter can get knocked out in that fight, by the way, and it's going to be absolutely brutal. And I back my man every day of the week. But again, this is why we're here. This is why we're interested, because you say something else, or the man on the street says something else, and we debate, we argue, and we want to see it.
Just lastly, what's Anthony said about the fight?
He hasn't said a lot about the fight itself. I think he gives Fury props. He thinks he beats both. He sparred Fury. He thinks he beats him. I think he beats him. The guy's had 22 fights. What's Wilder had now? 41, 42 fights? Yeah. He's talking about his resume. His resume's awful. He's had Ortiz and Fury in 42 fights. The proper fights, etc. But Wilder is dangerous. And I think, like I said, if it was between the men, Joshua would want Fury. But he also wants that belt and wants to be undisputed. He'd take anyone for April 13. But I think that the focus is Wilder and to become undisputed champion. But don't rule out the Fury fight. But listen, they may rematch. That's a big fight. So there's anything in it.